Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 56.
First time in almost 30 years, the big game is back in Los Angeles. Super Bowl 56 underway. A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. There's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Carry for Christian McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat our blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And this one is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert out left. He's got it to Everett. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. His throw incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. Now it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
They're getting ready to go look now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his right. It's caught by Jackson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Eckler again. And he will get in across Across the trot for a Chargers touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. That's through the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
On the give, this is Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He gets it complete to Jackson. They move this all the way down to the 9. A big game that time for the Chargers.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Well, a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
2nd down and goal. Herbert forced out to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Eckler. Well, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl.
be scared. You smell that chicken draw.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
and the Chargers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
They hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And got his man complete. And they finally do get him to that before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Carolina. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Cohen. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. So it's McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Darnold. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
incomplete.
And nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Jackson now to return.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
Herbert on first down now. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A shotgun snap for Herbert. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime. It's Super Bowl 56. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Herbert. Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Shrugs it off. So no gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And Darnold just beating the play clock. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Here's Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Khalil Mack, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From down near his goal line here, Herbert
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Gets it off around the 37.
CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
Well, he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try to cover him before he gets going. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Hubbard.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 67 yards. And the Chargers are getting closer now to that ever-elusive first Super Bowl victory. Hopkins with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And a
Dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Darnold now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Carolina. Sam Darnold scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock defensively. They have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Herbert has it knocked free. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Herbert. He'll hit Jackson complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. A big game that time for the Chargers. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered. Yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And the Bolts have done it. The Los Angeles Chargers are the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
This year, just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.